BubbaTrading.com. You want to go to his website and get more information than what you're going to hear in a couple of minutes right here. But real quick, overview of this livestock, especially cattle and feeder cattle. Near limit down again today.
You know, Mark, there's been a lot of pressure on these markets, and I'll tell you one of the things I think I'm now looking at. Today might have been what we call a blow-off to the downside. We broke down through some lows, and this could be a sign that the bottom may be coming in near. You know, we talked about yesterday that the feeders, I'm going to feeders first, I'm sorry, but we talked about yesterday the feeders were more flat going through time, and now I would look for a bounce here. At worst, I think we'll get a nice dead cat bounce, but I'd look to go back to 155, but I'm no longer as negative the space. I know it's obviously very tough out there for all the farmers and producers that are handling these right now, but I think you might have seen now with this kind of action we saw, that's a very scary bottom ways, but that's usually the sign that the shorts are now through with their work and we can start to see some movement up. Watch the 155 level and feeders on the way up. Look for a dead cat bounce. I'd rather see a slower rally, but if we get a quick up bounce, they'll probably test the low again. In live cattle, you've got the same issue. We looked for the low 120s, maybe the high 110s. Well, now we flush down once again. You've got that same pattern. Look for a little bit of a bounce here. Again, I'm not as negative now. I think you have a much greater chance now. At some point here, we'll look to be and turn around to be a buyer, but there may be just a little bit more work to do on the downside here.
Interesting comment you make there. You say you'd rather see a slow ratchet higher than a producer want to say, well, let's go limit up 2 days in a row. You'd rather see a slower. Why is that?
Well, because when the markets move slower in your direction that you're playing it in, you have a greater chance for that to continue. When you get these wild moves, like today, basically it was a straight flush down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not great because that just means that everybody panicked or puked their way out. If we go straight back up, that's more the dead cat bounce, which means there's more downside to work.
Yeah.
So when you're trending, you want it to trend slowly because the market will grind higher for you and give you a much bigger return over time.
And then the hog trade. You've been a little bit more friendly in the pork complex and hogs trying to flow against that lower livestock or beef trade, and today they are higher by $1.
Yeah, I think, again, we've been watching 55 to 60. Here we are right up at 60 again. Now, again, I'm not a seller myself. If you're a short-term trader, you might want to take a stab here and look for them to go back to 55. I'm looking for the pullback again, and I'm working tighter stops up here at these upper levels because I know this is my resistance area. If we can't break through, we'll probably come back and test that 55 level again. But I love this space, and I'm still looking to be long hogs for sure, and I think soon we'll find reasons to be buyers of cattle as well.
Very good. And with that, we say thanks for your time as always, and look forward to keeping in touch. Todd Horwitz, live from Chicago. Our time remaining here. Let's get you those numbers again.